Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to this video. Continuing with our basics first playbook, today we're going to talk about why the world's most valuable brand started with one product. This is a brand building series. Hope you caught the intro video. Today is the second video in the series. Today we're going to talk about in an era of brand extensions, product line proliferation, and the pressure to launch with a full collection, the most enduring brands in fashion and retail share a counterintuitive origin story. They started with just one thing and they made it exceptionally well. From the Hermès horse harnesses to Rose $195 white t-shirt, from Uniqlo's thermal underwear to Warby Parker's $95 eyeglasses, the basics first strategy has proven itself across all price points, categories, and decades. This is the playbook that built some of the world's most valuable companies. Let's try and understand the strategic logic out here, why starting small works. Now, the basics first approach isn't about limited ambition, it's about strategic focus. When a brand concentrates on perfecting a single product category, several advantages compound over time. You have quality control at scale, you have brand building association, you have the earning permission to expand. Let's start with the quality control at scale. So when you're only making one type of product, every resource, financial, intellectual, and operational goes into making that particular product at its best that you can. Brunello Cucinelli spent his first 15 to 20 years focused exclusively on cashmere knitwear. The result? Sweaters so refined that customers pay $2,000 to $3,000 for those sweaters, with gross margins approaching 80 to 90%. The brand did not need to spread its expertise thin across handbags, shoes, and accessories. Instead, it became synonymous with the finest cashmere in the world. Next, let's talk about the building brand association. Single product focus creates powerful mental shortcuts for the consumers. When someone thinks cashmere, they think Brunello Cucinelli. When they think quality eyewear at fair price, they think Warby Parker. When they think comfortable, sustainable sneakers, Allbirds owns that space, at least during the recent. This kind of association becomes a brand's moat, a competitive advantage that's nearly impossible to replicate. And this gives you the earnings permission to expand. Most critically, starting with the basics creates a trust relationship with the customers. Once you've proven that you can perfect the t-shirt, customers believe that you can make the perfect cashmere sweater. Once you've proven that you can perfect the cashmere sweater, they'll trust you with their entire wardrobe. Hermès has been perfecting this art for nearly 2 centuries. The company started in 1837 as a harness maker for the horses. Today, leather goods and saddlery still account for approximately 45% of its $15.2 billion in annual revenue and still drive the company's growth. As we have mentioned in our other videos also, it all comes back to the hero products. Again, let's focus on the hero product framework. Successful basics first brands typically follow a pattern. They identify an underserved need or quality gap in a fundamental product category. They invest disproportionate resources in solving that problem. They build brand identity around that solution, and then they expand only after establishing dominance in that core category. Ashley Olsen's origin story for the row exemplifies this. At 18, she became frustrated with the lack of well-made t-shirts in the market. And this brings us to the patient paradox. Perhaps the most challenging aspect of the basics first strategy is its timeline. In a business environment that rewards rapid growth and market expansion, the patience required to perfect a single category can feel like a competitive disadvantage. Hermès CEO Axel Dumas captured this mindset perfectly. The family looks 40 years down the road. When asked about the growth constraints, he responds not with the market share targets but with the craftsman training timelines. We hire 500 craftsmen per year, we cannot train them faster. So the question is not about how fast we want to grow, but how fast we can grow. All said and done, there are some warning signs that you should not ignore. Starting with the basics does not guarantee success. The strategy requires genuine product excellence. A merely adequate product would not create brand association that is needed to expand. It requires patience. Rushing into a category expansion before establishing dominance undermines the entire approach. And it also requires discipline. The temptation to chase adjacent opportunities is constant. We hope that you've enjoyed the preview edition of this topic. If you like this edition and you want to know more about the topic and understand it in detail,